That's right. China has deep economic investments, trade links in the Middle East. It invests in oil from Iran as well, and China craves stability. So that is why China, as well as other nations across the region, including India and Malaysia, are speaking out after Iran's retaliatory strike on Israel. China on Sunday expressed deep concern. It called for an immediate ceasefire, adding that it's, quote, a spillover of the Gaza conflict. On Sunday, we heard from China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Let's bring up the statement for you. Mofus said this, quote, the conflict must end now. China calls on the international community, especially countries with influence, to play a constructive role for the peace and stability of the region, unquote. We also heard from China's Deputy UN Ambassador, Dai Bing, who spoke on Sunday. Take a listen.
China calls on the parties concerned to show maximum calm and restraint and resolve their differences and disputes in accordance with the purposes of the UN Charter and international law to avert any further escalations.
Mediator, the Middle East, of course, is a region where it sources a lot of energy, a growing proportion of its oil and energy imports. Also here in the region, we're collecting reaction from countries like India, who has expressed concern, saying that stability is critical. This is what we heard from India's Ministry of External Affairs, saying, quote, we call for immediate de-escalation, exercise of restraint, stepping back from violence and return to the path of diplomacy. Pakistan, Richard, has also voiced concern. We have a statement from Pakistan's government saying this, quote, for months, Pakistan has underlined the necessity of international efforts to prevent expansion of hostilities in the region and for a ceasefire in Gaza. Now, here in the region, we also heard from a very close ally of the United States, Australia. And the Australian government also issued a statement on Sunday saying this, quote, Iran has ignored our call and those of many other countries not to proceed with these reckless attacks. Australia continues to support regional security, including that of Israel. And finally, I do want to fold in what we heard from Malaysia. We heard from its Prime Minister, Anwar Ibrahim, who took to X.com. He said this, he said, Malaysia strongly believes that it is in the best interest of the global community that all parties involved should work toward achieving a cessation of hostilities in the Middle East and avoid further escalation of aggression. For a lasting solution, the ongoing violence must come to an end. All in all, Richard, Iran's attack has raised the threat of a wider conflict, of course, in the Middle East. Nations here across Asia are on tenterhooks. Richard.
Right. So the country's statements pretty much outline what one would expect in that sense. But I want to go back to China's statement that you read first of all, because within China's statement, it used the phrase countries with influence. Now, is China a country with influence in this dispute? And if it's not, who are they referring to?
Oh, that's a great question. China likes to position itself as a country of influence, and analysts say that on paper, China has leverage, but in reality, it's difficult for China to pull that lever because it's frankly not that powerful in the region. And also, it wants to mind its own business. You know, on paper, you see that China has those investments with Iran, that China is a main purchaser of Iranian oil. China helped to soften the blow from U.S. sanctions. But analysts point out that relations between Iran and China are already strained because of China's underinvestment in Iran. It may have been promising investment, but under-delivering on that. And also, China minds its own business. It does not want to overextend itself the way it believes the United States has. So for China, as we can see in code through that statement from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Richard, the solution here is not for China to restrain Iran and to use its so-called leverage on Iran, but for the U.S. to restrain Israel. And we're going to be hearing a lot more of that in the coming days. Richard.
It's all getting very complicated. And it's only 10:30 in the morning in Hong Kong. Right, there we go. Thank you. Have a good morning.